Good morning, folks. George Adventure here. Today is Saturday, Stockman Stampede. Terry's Knives and Man Stuff open tag. And so let's get into this. So, actually, Miss Linda found this hardware store in Rome, Georgia. And her and her daddy went in there. Excuse me, I'm just having a little coffee. And it's an Ace Hardware. Hadn't been open but about 2 years. And so they've got some case displays in there, case knives in there. So I told her, well, I want to go, I want to go. So yesterday we went up there, and they got a pretty decent selection, but their prices were real good. Their prices were excellent. So I was just looking through, turning the little displays and looking at the counter and all. They had the yellow Delrin. I was gonna get a yellow Delrin 75, but they had it in stainless. I wanted it in CV or CS, but I may go get it anyways because their prices, like I said, their prices are real good. So I decided on this amber bone 75, amber jig bone 75. And I had one of these and I gifted it. So I thought, and this thing, the price of this was cheaper than anywhere I've seen it, even eBay. It's amber bone, but it, like I said, it was the price of it. I just couldn't pass it up. And you see how pretty the bone is. It's CS, carbon steel. I know y'all have seen these before, but this is brand new in the box. Brand new in the box, so, and there's the box, it's a white box. I mean, just carbon, you can see, carbon steel. And I think that's 1424. Let me hit it one more time. 6375 carbon steel. That's what that CS stands for. Most of y'all know that. Amber bone peach seed jig. Large Stockman. That's what 75 is. So it's got a 6. Means bone. 3 is 3 blades. 75 is the pattern. And like I said, there's the year, 1424. He had a few different amber bone knives. He had a mini copper lock that I looked at, and that thing was like $59. So like I said, I told him he had good prices, and he said, well, we got to be competitive with knives. I said, yeah. So he had there's a nice hardware store, so I'll be doing business there. He had a lot of Carhartt stuff. He had guns. I guess I can say guns on YouTube, who knows. But, so, as the box. And, so, my wife went over to a thrift store. She goes to thrift stores and finds unique stuff, rare stuff, and she sells it. Does pretty good at it. And so you can actually find some antique stuff. But so, like I said, it's a big old 75. And it is carbon steel, and I will be carrying this one. There's the tang stamp. It's got 7 dots. And don't have any tainer because I hadn't used it. Got your oval shield. This is a pretty bone Case makes. Very pretty bone. You can see on the spade blade it says CS right there. And then we got 6375 CS on this blade. On a sheep's foot blade. And I love carrying these knives, but I don't, like I said, I don't carry them in my pocket. I put it in a sheath, belt sheath, and they carry great that way. And it's good heavy duty slip joint. You can see the bone. It's got some beautiful bone, y'all. Beautiful bone. But like I said, I was thrilled that I've got 2 Ace Hardwares. There's one in Lindale. It's a little mom and pop one. And I go there to get parts for my Husqvarna lawnmower. He's got a little small case display. But this hardware store up in Rome, it's got it's a bigger hardware store. Like I said, he's got a lot of hunting stuff and firearms and Carhartt stuff, and he's got his prices on his case knives are really good. So I like to spend my money on some local people too. You know, not just the big knife dealers, but I like to go every now and then and get one. So, anyway, so that's the deal with this one. Sorry about that. I hate this thing, man. But just a beautiful, beautiful. I did get to look at this one, so it's, like I said, there's the blade centering. There's no gaps or anything in it, so this is a good big old 75. So yesterday, me and Miss Linda, we did a little antiquing. We went running around a little bit, went here to check them knives out at the hardware store. And there's an antique store about 20-something miles from us. So we drove down there, and they always have knives and stuff. So he had a case with some old Zippos. So I found this Zippo, and of course it was all tainered up, and I took it and cleaned it. And it's the first time I've ever dated one. I dated it, and it's a 1991, according to this and this. So I'm going to try to get me a guide loaded on my phone. Like I said, this thing was tarnished up. He had some stainless steel ones and stuff. And you can see, there you go. But yeah, I got this. It was a good deal. $8 for this thing. $8. I grabbed it. And he had some in there for like 12 bucks. So I will be going back. But so I got this Zippo, and this is gonna go in my pocket today. So anyway, just wanted to do a Stockman Stampede today, and I replaced my Amber Bone 75. I've been looking, but these things are like 70, 74, 76, 80 bucks or higher on even on eBay. So I found it at a good price. So anyway, that's my video for Saturday. Hope y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe out there. Keep your blade sharp. I'll see you on the next one.